Well, well, well. Again, Micah Parsons is coming to Dallas this Sunday. And the networks are acting like it's the Super Bowl. And the reason why they're so glad that Micah Parsons is coming back is because they really want to prove that Jerry Jones was so dumb about this move. And people wanted to prove, they want Jerry to be bad so wrong that they want, and there are Cowboy fans that want Micah Parsons to come into Dallas and wreck the Dallas Cowboys. Not me. I'm not even sure if he's going to wreck the Cowboys. I mean, we've seen where other teams have nullified Micah Parsons when he was playing with the Cowboys. And listening to Brian Schottenheimer has issued a challenge to his team. And not only has he issued a challenge, I think he has a plan. And I think Dak Prescott reveals the plan that the Cowboys have to stop Micah Parsons. Let's talk, Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, don't forget at the end to please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And if you haven't become a channel member or subscriber yet, please do. We have a lot of great things coming up this season. Now let's talk facts. Micah Parsons is an incredible pass rusher. But we do have to stop acting like he's unblockable, because it is obvious that he is blockable just based on the Cleveland Browns, and I don't think the Cleveland Browns offense is nowhere near as good as the Cowboys offense. But I also believe that there's a certain level of confidence in the Dallas Cowboys that when Micah Parsons comes in here, they have a plan on how they're going to attack Micah Parsons. Jerry Jones talked about it last week of how teams attacked him when they played us. And now Brian Schottenheimer and Dak Prescott are both going to kind of talk about stopping Micah Parsons. I'm going to let you hear Brian Schottenheimer issue his challenge to his team and then talk about stopping Micah Parsons. And then Dak Prescott is going to kind of reveal also some of the plan on how they're going to stop Micah Parsons. Check this out.
Brian, Todd Archer with ESPN. Does it help that your tackles have practiced against Micah the last couple of years with Guyton and Steele and getting ready for a guy like this?
I think at the end of the day, our guys all know Micah, and again, I hope because they know him. But guess what? He knows us, and he knows the way they set. So look, Mike is a great player. Mike is going to make plays. I just put that out there. Like, Mike is going to make plays. Does he get a sack? Shit, I hope not, but he might. He's pretty good. But I think our guys are going knowing we've got a good plan. It takes more than one guy to block Micah, but let's not forget, Rashawn Gary's a hell of a rusher too. I mean, this is a defense that's got incredible speed with Cooper and Walker and Micah and Rashawn, and I mean they're deep and they're fast, and so our ability to have success against the Packers defense will be about a whole lot more than just Micah, because Micah's a great player, but just adding Micah to the mix doesn't negate the fact that they've had really good players here before Micah got there.
Nick Harris, Forward Star Telegram. In 2022, when you had that role with Dan Quinn, working with him, using the opponent's offensive game plan and scheme to figure out the weaknesses with the Cowboys defense, is there anything you can draw from that experience to help in game planning against Micah Parsons this week?
I mean, I think I know Micah pretty well. They move him around a lot, which is great. I'm not going to give away our game plan for Micah, but, we'll pay a lot of attention to Micah. But like I said, they've got other really good players as well. Micah can be dominant, and we know that. But we're going to hit him, and we're going to put multiple people on him. And you know what? It's going to be a long day for us and the guys trying to block him, because he's that talented. But it's not just about Micah. It's about their entire defense. But really, it's about us. It's about us controlling what we control. And those guys out there on defense, including Micah, Rashawn Gary, those guys are great players, man. But if we get caught up too much on them, then you lose focus on what really matters, which is your execution.
Brian Schottenheimer is reiterating. They have a plan for Micah Parsons. And I believe they have a good plan for Micah Parsons because they've been practicing against him for years. They've seen him on tape for years. They've seen how people have stopped him for years. So I believe the Cowboys have a sure plan to stop Micah Parsons. But again, I've said this before. Micah Parsons, to me, is not the only worry. And I don't want to say he's the least of their worries, but he's not even leading them in sacks. Man, they got a great defensive line. They had a great defensive line before Micah Parsons. But they have a plan for Micah Parsons as well as the rest of this offensive line. And so I want you to hear the challenge now that Brian Schottenheimer is going to issue to his team as he talks about Dak Prescott. And then we're going to finish with Dak Prescott talking about a part of the plan to stop Micah Parsons. Check this out.
Without CD likely this week, how much does it fall on Dak to elevate guys even more around him in your mind?
I think, Dak has to worry about Dak. We've got a good plan for how we try to maneuver the personnel groupings, Todd, but it's hard to replace CD. But injuries are part of the game, and they're probably going to be out there tackle, and so you lose players, and next man up, you move up, and the one thing it's never can be and never will be is an excuse. We're good enough to beat the Packers without CD and Book and the guys that we could be missing. But the only way you do that is if you play well and you execute. And if you don't, you put yourself in a tough spot. So we have to do that. And that starts with today's practice.
I like this energy from Brian Schottenheimer. He's basically saying that he's issued a challenge to his team. We have enough talent. And I believe they have enough talent. Because even without CeeDee Lamb, they're more talented than the doggone Cleveland Browns. Where the defense may not be as good, even without CeeDee Lamb, we're better all the way around than Cleveland is on offense. And so I believe that he's right. And they have to believe this. They have to have a solid plan, not only for Micah Parsons, a solid plan to stop that defense. They have to have a solid plan as far as these personnel changes and simplifying this defense. And they just got to have a plan, and if they do those two things, then you can come to your team and say, yeah, we can beat this team without CeeDee Lamb. Now listen to Dak Prescott.
Only started.
Micah called you a mentor. He also said it's going to be painful sacking you. I don't know if he meant for him or for you.
I hope it's not for me, and I hope he doesn't get to me for one. So
just talk about facing Micah and y'all's relationship.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll definitely be fun. It's one me and my fiance were just talking about the other day, and just all the reps of practice going against Micah, in times when he couldn't hit me, whether him getting back there, just the trash talk back and forth, me telling him, he wouldn't tackle me anyways, you still can't bring me down, you got to get to that point. So just getting to go out there and compete with a guy that's a good friend that that I've competed with in numbers of ways throughout this building, outside of this building. Just excited to go and have that matchup. But he's got 5 guys up front, plus tight ends and running backs that he's got to get through. So then we'll worry about if he can get to me.
So that's the game plan, tight ends, running backs, all at Micah?
I'm not just at Micah, but
they got a plan. The Cowboys have a plan. It's simple to me. Whatever side he line up on, put a tight end there and run at him. Whatever side he's on, I would even bring in Hunter Lipke. Let him be the lead fullback, and I would run at him. Every time they would switch Micah Parsons in, if I'm the Dallas Cowboys in this short yardage, I would literally audible to running right at him. Because this is how a lot of teams playing us took Micah Parsons out of games, double teaming him, running at him, chipping him with tight ends, running backs, all those different things. Even Cleveland did some similar things to him last week. I'm telling us, people are acting like Micah Parsons is this mythical unicorn and that he's unblockable. He's not unblockable, because if he was unblockable, there is no way he would only have, I'm thinking now, 1.5 sacks. There is no way. There is no way. And I don't even think he registered a sack against the Cleveland Browns. And I still don't think the Cleveland Browns are as good as the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Cowboys got to play in for the Green Bay Packers. And I think people are going to be surprised how good the Cowboys play them. And I am not going to be surprised if the Dallas Cowboys beat the Cleveland Browns. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments. I'm telling you, I think they're going to be ready for the Green Bay Packers. You watch what I tell you. And it's going to be a great game, and I think there's a great chance the Cowboys are going to beat them. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Until the next time, TC4L, God bless. Let's talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Peace.